gentleman than you are, yeah? But maybe introduce yourself, you put your hand up, and so everyone just put your hands up. I'll take you as I see you, and then just keep sticking your hand. Who'd like to pick up? Yourself there, and other people get your hands up.
Okay, I'm Mary Driscol, and I'm here with two hats really, from the trade union campaign to repeal the 8th, and also from the Workers' Party. And I just want to make a point probably in relation to both points. I think Roisin made, first of all, thank you to all of the panel for all the great contributions here, and just raising that Roisin raised in relation to the abortion being a trade union issue. And I think that is really, really important, and it's really heartening to see such a great crowd here tonight. And it's also heartening that we have groups, Right to Choose groups and repeal groups coming up all over the country. But I think those are the people that are actually committed, and it is really important that all of the people who are here tonight actually get out and work, both within the trade union group and on the canvas, on the ground. And I know you actually said, Chair, that do we have to go out in November? But I actually think that is what we actually need to start doing. Yeah. I know it's winter time and all the rest of it, and that's where, from the Workers' Party point of view, we will actually be concentrating. Also on the point that Alva made, we will all work on this together, so that you're in one part of a constituency, somebody else is in another part of a constituency. It is really important that we actually cover all areas, both in the workplace and on the constituency. And just in relation to the workplace, the trade union group, there should be, in October, hopefully we'll be launching a survey to show that abortion is a trade union issue. And that's all. I know a lot of other people have to speak here tonight, but
thanks very much. Yourself there, back, and then you. Colm will answer that quickly, and then we'll come back to yourself there.
So first of all, thanks for the question. I think it's really important that we get to have these conversations as well, and really important that we have them in a respectful way, so I really appreciate the way that you asked the question. So from a human rights perspective, we absolutely recognise, and personally I completely recognise, that for many people who are opposed to abortion in all circumstances, that's based on deeply held, principled, personal conviction, and I really respect that. However, as a human rights organisation, we operate to try and ensure that across the world international human rights law is followed, and that the international human rights framework delivers laws and practices that fully respect and protect the human rights of all people. And human rights law was laws that was written by states. So Ireland, for instance, when we talk about Ireland's obligations and the fact that Alva referenced it earlier on, that a number of United Nations treaty monitoring bodies, these are, you don't have courts for international law. When states set up the system, they didn't establish courts, they established expert committees that reviewed the degree to which countries like Ireland were complying with their accepted obligations under international law. And these treaties are made up of experts, not countries, who interpret the treaties. And repeatedly, those committees, including importantly the UN Committee on the Rights of the Child, have pointed out that Ireland's laws on abortion, which flow from the 8th Amendment, gravely violate the human rights of people here living in this country. So international human rights law is very, very clear at this stage that there is an obligation on states to provide access to abortion care and abortion services for women and girls, and that safe and legal access is critically important in respecting and fulfilling the human rights of all people. I recognise that you and I will unlikely never agree on this, but I just wanted to be clear about the reason why Amnesty is working on this issue and why it's a human rights issue. International law, as created by states, is very clear that human rights, the legal obligations that apply to human beings, start from the moment of birth. All human beings are born free and equal and in rights. That's the framework of international law as developed by states, including Ireland.
Thanks very much, Colm. I'll take yourself there, and then other people who'd like to speak, please stick up your hands. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Ian Howard, and I'm a representative of the Green Party down in Cllr. Sorry I was late tonight. This is a fantastic evening. It's fantastic to see so many people here. First of all, I'd just like to say there's a young people coming up to you that speak, and it's amazing. Positivity, what I put across the arguments, and try to be down into the people's experiences. But also to focus on the fact that we need to get this out of the Constitution. We need to take those shackles off. We need for our legislators not to be able to hide behind it. It said here, I'd just like to say that in my own personal capacity as a representative, I've been going around knocking on doors, chatting to people, and the issue has been coming up on the doors. The majority of the time it's people calling for repealing the 8th. And it is, I honestly was terrified the first time somebody wanted to talk to me about it, but it was really positive. And even the only time that I've met somebody who was not for repealing the 8th, the actual conversation is very respectful. And I think as Eva said, what we have to do is get out there, talk to people, listen to people, and listen to their concerns out there, and you'd be surprised what you find behind the door.
Thanks, Susan. Thanks for coming along tonight. Yourself. Yeah.
Sorry. It's probably bad to follow one green after another. So, I'm Hazel Chu. Sorry, Richard, I'm stepping my foot in your face. I'm Hazel Chu. I'm a Green Party representative for Blackrock, and I just want to say it's amazing to see all the speakers there. I come from a very personal view, actually. I'm 8 months pregnant, so and for me, I'm a qualified barrister, but I'm also a Catholic all my life. And at about 5 months pregnant, I found myself that because there were issues with my baby, I found myself booked on a plane to go over to England. And that was when I realised, crap, I can't believe at the age of 36 I have to do this. And it was quite frightening because, funny enough, the issues that I had, my mum had, so she actually ended up having 2 abortions over in England 40 odd years ago. So, and it amazed me to see that 40 years later, nothing has changed. And to Alva's point, why is it that in 1983 this is happening and in 2017 it is as well? So after I realised things worked out, my main priority was to make sure that whoever I can talk to, whoever I can listen to, we must spread the message. And be it via social media, be it via locking our doors, like Una was saying, that's what we have to do, and we have to do it in a respectful way because there is so much negativity within politics these days, between Trump, between what's going on in the world. People are polarised, and what we need to do is actually get them, if possible, to the middle, but get an actual coherent and positive conversation going on about the topic, if at all possible. I really respect the lady that was able to stand up and express her views that she didn't believe in it, and that's what we have to start doing, respecting people's views as well. But we do have to move the conversation on, and I really hope by the time she's born and by the time that she's grown up that she doesn't have to suffer the same thing. So thank you.
Anyone else? Yourself?
Good evening. As you may see, I'm